It's every day.
That way. What are you talking about?
Brendan deserves every bit of it.
I feel like I've been traveling around with the Beatles between like Brendan and then also the fandom for Sadie.
Sadie Hung, hi. Hi.
Hi.
Good evening or good morning or whatever time it is over there. Let's talk about the movie, shall we? The Whale, congratulations. It's a really affecting piece of work, astonishing piece of work, really. Darren Aronofsky is a man where you don't really know what you're going to get. I mean, The Fountain is very different to The Wrestler and so forth. How much like familiarity did you guys have with his work? Were you nervous going into something like this, not knowing where his imagination is going to take you?
I was a huge fan of Darren's work before this, so I mean, I fully trusted him, and I think we were all just really excited to see what he was going to do with this. And I think we were all just like really pleasantly surprised that it was just so grounded, and it was just in the one apartment, and we didn't take it anywhere else. And it was really just about these characters and this story and letting that shine through above anything else.
The story seems to focus on kind of isolation in a way and its effects that it can have on people. And you've got Charlie at the center of it, who is kind of like completely reliant on other people and yet also fully in control of his own kind of destiny, which I think is quite interesting, the parallels between that and a career in the arts. So I wondered with you guys, have you ever felt a time in your career where you've had no control over what's ahead of you, and how did you kind of overcome that in a way?
It's every day. What are you talking about? Unless you're Leonardo DiCaprio, I don't think anybody who is an actor feels like they have complete control over their careers and can sort of map out exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, no, there's no way. And
I think even directors, like even successful, really well-known directors, it's about waiting for the right script to come around and then waiting for financing, waiting for the right actor to be available, and so many chess pieces have to fall into place for you to get something off the ground. So it feels miraculous. It felt really miraculous to do The Whale as our first project right after COVID, shutting down the industry.
Speaking about finding the right actor, at the center of it, you do have Brendan Fraser, and I guess you guys will be talking about him so much around this film. But it's interesting where we are now compared to where we were a few years ago. I guess when this was in development or when you made this movie, Brendan's obviously this beloved man, a beloved kind of leading man from all these different kind of movies some of us have grown up with and so forth. But he seems very like not disaffected, but unaffected by that. Has it been interesting for you guys from the outside to see this show of this explosion of love and affection from the entire world for this person before this role has even been seen by the rest of the world in a way?
I feel like I've been traveling around with the Beatles between like Brendan and then also the fandom for Sadie. I am just like blown away by the amount of love that's being thrown at them.
Brendan deserves every bit of it, and it is true. I feel like a lot of people just haven't seen this performance yet, and yet there's still so much praise for him. So just wait until they do see it, and who knows what'll happen.